Hello friends, happy Friday. Okay, so I have gotten so many really good coaching objections and I'm going to start sharing about them, just kind of breaking them down piece by piece. And when I say objection, this is a good thing. So if you've been thinking about this and you're overthinking it or you're worried about it or you're puking in your mouth like I did for so long, I would love it if you would share that with me so that I can kind of talk about it because I think that objections are a really valid thing and I had a lot of them for a very long time. So my goal with talking about this isn't to convince you, but if some part of this resonates, I hope that you get a morsel or a little bit of peace or some clarity around it, right? So yesterday I was chatting with one of my faves, you know who you are, and she said, if I coach, I don't know that I have the mental capacity to do what you do. Like, I'm already busy. She's already working a full-time job and she already has kids. Well, yeah, she's kids and a family and all the things, right? Like we all have. So here's the deal. I've been coaching for a very long time. I never, ever, 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 ever want or expect you to coach the way I coach. That's the beauty of this. Coaching can look totally different no matter for all of us, just depending on what your personal goals are. So would you have to run a group? No, not necessarily. Would you have to do lives? No, you wouldn't. Would you have to run boot camps and stuff? No. Like, that's the beauty of coaching, is it really is just your job is your journey. That's always our priority as coaches, because if you're not living it, why would you talk about it? If you weren't living it, then yeah, it would be really inauthentic and it would be hard to share this with other people. It would be hard to be accountable. It would be hard to just be authentic in your journey if you feel like it has to look a certain way. So first and foremost, if you're thinking about coaching or you already are a coach and maybe you're overthinking it and not taking any action, I want you to remember that your job is your journey first and foremost, and that you never ever have to imitate someone or try and show up like someone else, because you're not them, you're you. And if you influence or impact like one or two people in your immediate life, how freaking rad is that? That is what the whole point is, right? It's for us to live a healthy, fulfilling life. And if you decide to share this with other people to help them figure out, to help them navigate the way and have the tools to do that. That doesn't mean that we have any extra qualifications. It doesn't mean that you have to like babysit people. It doesn't mean that you drag people or you convince people. That is the absolute opposite of what we should be doing as coaches, because everyone has personal responsibility. And I think when you find the people like us who are living this and breathing it and we genuinely love it, it takes on a whole different life of its own. So long story short, if you decide to coach, do you need to do what I do? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I will give you an outline and I will give you a roadmap and I will simplify some things. Sometimes I can overcomplicate things because I like to use a lot of words. I'm working on that. But at the end of the day, your job is your journey. And I think that the coaching is very much like finding a really great lotion or reading an awesome book or going to a great restaurant or finding an awesome house cleaner. If it's changed your life, if it's impacted you, you just naturally want to share it. We kind of get in our own way because we worry about how other people will receive it. But at the end of the day, you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. And the right people are going to come into your life. And if you are bold enough to share your authentic, imperfect, messy journey, you're going to impact some lives, but most importantly, we impact your own. So if you have questions about coaching, I want to hear them. If you have objections about it, do tell, please, because I know I was invited to coaching for a very long time. I loved Beachbody. I was doing Beachbody workouts. I was like the ideal customer. You put me in a group, I'm going to show up, I'm going to share my journey, I'm going to talk about it. I referred all these people to my coach. I loved it. I lived it. It totally changed my life. And then I finally was like, oh, duh, this is a business opportunity as well, because it is. You can create income, you can make impact in people's lives. There's no guarantee, because this isn't like some creepy salesy thing. This is you working on your journey first and foremost and inviting others to come along on the way. When we were at Summit this last summer, I wasn't in this session, but the other girls who were in the session, and they came out of it and they told me this, and it has just reverberated in my head, that what we do as coaches is really simple. We do a program, we do a workout, right? We drink a shake, we read a book, and we invite a friend. And that's literally what we do. And we also share our journey, okay? That's literally what we do every single day. If you have 5 minutes, you can make that happen. Well, not the workout part, but reading a book, talking about it. Like seriously, it's those tiny little things that most of us are probably already doing and you don't actually realize it. So if you have some more questions about it, let me know. I'm going to dissect a few other things over the next few days, but I just want to drop this here to like kind of let it percolate and let you think about it, because everything is expensive these days. I don't know if you've noticed. We went shopping with my father-in-law, and what used to be a great deal at Old Navy is no longer a great deal at Old Navy. It's no longer a great deal at the grocery store. Like literally everything is going up in cost. And I think if we have an opportunity to create wiggle room and breathing room in our families and in our budgets and finances, and we have the ability to bless other people by falling in love with their own imperfect journey, I think that's a rad thing. So if you want to talk about it, I'm here. I'm over here playing with my tea bag. I just started something new yesterday with Katie. I've opened it to all of our coaches. We have a standing coach pocket where I will get on Zoom. It's a standing date at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. I'm supposed to be there right now, but Katie's running behind too. Over on our Zoom link, and we're just going to do a few items that move our businesses forward, that help us make an impact, that shares value, because that's really what we want to be doing as coaches, is sharing value and inspiring other people, not selling a product, not slinging anything. That hustle does not belong here. And I think it's really easy to fall into this idea that it has to look like that, and it absolutely doesn't. What I do is work on my own journey. I make an impact. I help other people navigate the journey, and I make an income that contributes to my family. So I'm here for it, okay? If you need anything, let me know. Otherwise, I'll be in here later catching up on all my messages and stuff like that.